it's me, and I'm going to tell you the story about being rejected from Punk and Drublic, Punk and I don't know if it's Punk in or N Drublic, Public. I don't know. It's that NOFX thing that NOFX is playing. It's like a festival, and Punk and Drublic, I guess that was an album. So I don't think this festival is really that much apart from NOFX. Maybe it's even run by the same guy who runs NOFX, but I don't really know about that. But I know, okay, there's a helicopter overhead, so I gotta talk loud. There was I basically got rejected. I wanted to go there, and I wanted to like cover it, because I've been doing photography for a couple years now. And the thing with photography is, I would do photography, and I would take pictures of news stories like the Uvalde shooting and when abortion got banned. I did that, but the bad thing was I didn't make like no money. I made like up to 42. I made 40. Occasionally I would make 42 cents when someone would use my photos. So I decided, you know what, I gotta find a way to make money taking photos and selling them to media, but on my own. So I started my own company. And then when I heard there was going to be a Punk and Drublic festival in Austin, I said, you know what, I'm going to cover that. I'm going to go up there, I'm going to cover that, I'm going to get the photos, I'm going to edit the photos, I'm going to process the photos, and then I'm going to sell the photos to media companies and make money, and I'm going to do it all on my own. So I contacted the people running Punk and Drublic. I said I was a photographer, I wanted to cover it, can I get some press credentials? And I said, and then they wrote me back and said, yeah, no problem, just give us a letter of your assignment, like an assignment. In the world of photography, assignments are basically what freelancers get, and freelancers are people that don't work for companies. And many years ago, just like 30 years ago, you had employees and then you had freelancers. The employees, they got like pensions, weekly pay, their cameras were paid, their software was paid, everything was paid, and then they would use freelancers so they wouldn't have to employ them. But in return, the freelancers would get paid a lot more money, they'd get their travel costs, and they'd keep their copyright so they could sell the photos later. But those days are over, they're gone. So now, if you're a freelancer, more than likely, you're contacting a magazine or an online site, and you're saying, hey, can I cover this for you guys? And they'll say, okay, but you're not going to get paid, and we're going to have the photos, you don't keep the copyright. Basically, it's a raw deal, it's crap, it's garbage. So I wrote back to the people from NOFX. It was actually not them, they have like a PR firm, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get an assignment, because then I'll sign away my rights, like a work for hire contract with no money. And I have my own company now, so I'm going to do this on my own, and it's like punk rock. And then they said, sorry, yeah, we can't help you. And that kind of like, that's why I'm here making this video, because punk rock is about doing it yourself. It's about doing it differently. Look at NOFX. NOFX they've been on their own label. They didn't play the game. So I'm doing that with photography, and yet to cover their events, you got to be on assignment. So you got to play the game. You got to go through the mainstream channels, which is devoid of punk rock. And punk rock is about doing it your own way. So I basically got rejected from covering a punk rock show for being too punk rock. And then I thought, well, wow, that's good, because that's good. I am too punk rock for punk rock, and I don't think I'm gonna do music, because music ain't punk rock. And I think I'm pretty much done with lots of segments, including the music segment, which I never did, but I thought I would do. But if you can't be if you gotta play by the old rules suck. I don't really want no part of it. So that's my little video. And by the way, nothing against NOFX or Punk and Drublic, but because they're cool. And I actually think the Fat Mike guy, he's a lot smarter and he's a lot more put together than he acts, because basically I think it's his label, it's his festival, and it's hard as heck to do that. So off I go to the world. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got to do something where I'm not just like selling my soul to the lowest penny giver.